Hello everyone, my name is Abhay Upadhyay and as an intern in the Sparks Foundation, this is my submission for the task 1, which is prediction using supervised machine learning. So in this we need to predict a student performance based on the number of study hours, and after at the end we need to predict a student's performance if he studies 9.25 hours a day. So this is a simple linear regression task as it involves just two variables that is hours and scores. The GitHub link is been provided in the description. So if you want the code, you can just directly go there. So first we need to import all the necessary modules and libraries. So we'll import pandas for in order to read the data set. We'll import NumPy in order to work with arrays. We'll import matplotlib in order to visualize the data, and we'll use C1 again to visualize the data. So we'll ignore the warning using this code. As we all know, when we use Jupyter we get warnings. So if we want to get rid of the warnings, we use that code. After that we'll first read the data. So you can directly read the data from your computer by downloading it. I have used the link. You can directly use the data as well using pd.read underscore csv. And after when the reading is complete, we'll print data imported successfully, and we'll print the head. So when we use dot head function, we'll get the data set head. I've used just 17. If you'll use 5, you'll get only 5 values, and I've used 17, all the values have been shown over here. And there's a basic understanding after looking at the data that when a student studies for more hours, his score will also increase. We can see here 2.5 hours, if he studies, he'll get 25 score. If he is studying for 5.1 hours, he is getting a score of 47. And similar, when it is basic understanding that when you study for more hours, your score will also be more. After that we use the dot shape function in order to get the shape, which is 25 and 2, 25 rows and 2 columns. After that we use the d type, that is the data types. In that we can see that ours data type is float because we are using decimal functions, and scores data type is integer as we aren't using decimal function over here. That's why it is integer. We'll use, in order to get the summary of the data, we'll use dot info function. In that we'll know whether there are any null values or not. So in ours there are 25 rows with not a single null value, and the data type is float. And in scores there is 25 rows with not a single null value, and the data type is integer. So moving ahead, in order to get the description of the data, we'll use dot describe function, in which we'll get the count, the mean, standard deviation, minimum, all the median, and the max value of the hours and the score. So also, in order to get the correlation stands when there is a relationship between two or more attributes. So in this we can see that there is a correlation between hours and score, that is 0.976. After that we need to check whether any null values is there, as it may affect the model later on. So we can using is null function, and we can see in our data there isn't any null value, so we do not need to clean anything. After that we'll start with the visualization of the data. We are visualizing using matplotlib, and in matplotlib the x-axis is hours and the y-axis is scores. And after looking at the graph, we can see that there's a linear positive relation between them. That is, when we increase the hours, the score will increase, and similarly when we increase the score, the hours will too increase. But in this case we want to increase only hours, so as the score will increase. So we can see that there is a linear positive relation as the graph is going only upwards. After that, after looking at the data and understanding the relationship, we need to prepare the data. So we'll prepare we'll put all the features, that is, as there is only two attributes, there is only one feature, that is the hours. And what is the output, what we want to know is the score. So in x we will put the hours, and in y we'll put the scores. After that we need to use train test split. We do not need to manually split the data. We can directly use using sklearn model selection. We split the data, and test size is 0.2, means that if we have 10 data, 8 data are used for training and 2 data are used for testing. After that we'll use the linear regression model. We import it using sklearn.model. After that we fit the model using xtrain and ytrain. and after when all the training is complete, just print output that training is complete. After that, we'll visualize the training data set whether it is matching with the data we previously visualized. So as we can here see here as well, that the training data is also linearly positive. That is, when we increase the hours, the scores to increase. And similarly, we'll visualize the test data set, and it too shows the similar pattern. That is, when we increase the hours, the scores to increase. So there isn't any outliers in both the training and the testing data set. After that, we'll start doing the prediction. So we'll use the testing data, that is, after when the model is trained, we'll use the test data set, that is x underscore test, which will have testing features of hours. And after that, we'll predict the output. And we want to know whether the predicted output is similar or close to the actual output. So we'll use this to in order to get the actual and the predicted value. So the actual value is 20, the predicted value is 16.84, the actual value is 27, the predicted value is 33. So we can see that the actual and the predicted value is somewhat close to each other. After that, we'll want to know how much accurate is our data, how is our model. So we'll get the training score of 0.95 and testing score of 0.945. That is, both of them are more or less similar. So having an accuracy of 95 and 94 is good. After that, we'll visualize it actual and the predicted value in order to have a clear view of how much close we are. So we can see that there isn't much difference between both the graphs, but that is the orange one and the blue one. So we can say that our predicted model is doing a good job. Our model is doing a good job. After that, we will move on with the problem, that is predicting for 9.2 hours per day. When a student studies for 9.25 hours, what will be his score? So we'll do all the coding over here, and when a student studies for 9.2 hours, his predicted score is 93.69. So when a student studies for 9.2 hours, his score will be 93.69 approx. After that, we'll do the model evaluation. This is not necessary, but still, to have a clear view of where we are going wrong and what all things we can change or what all things we can correct, we can do it. So in from sklearn we import metrics, and in that we'll know the mean absolute error, that is 4.18. This is very low error, and these all things we can. So thank you. So and this was my submission for task 1.